Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. Today it is all about how to grow and care for the agave. The agave, or Agave shawii, is a succulent plant native to California and Baja California, Mexico. It features bright green leaves bordered by intriguing spines. When seen under sunlight, the spines exhibit a variety of colors, from yellow to red. The plant is incredibly attractive, making it the perfect choice for succulent enthusiasts looking for something that will add a vibrant touch to their homes. It has become popular in horticulture because of its attractive form, hardiness, and drought tolerance. In addition, this agave is often sold as an ornamental plant suited for indoor and outdoor use. Agave shawii is a low-maintenance plant that requires little effort from the gardener. It is tolerant of neglect and will still thrive even when left unattended. However, fundamental guidelines still need to be followed to keep it healthy and thriving. A very bright location is ideal for Agave shawii. You should place this agave in an area that receives full sun or at least partial shade during the day. Light shade during the hottest peak of the day is appreciated. It needs a lot of direct, bright sunlight for healthy growth. To make sure it gets enough light to thrive, put it no more than 1 foot from a window. Insufficient daylight will cause the plant to grow slowly. This variety of succulents needs the same regular watering as others. The way you water is crucial to the health of your plant. It shouldn't be allowed to sit on the water, and too much water should be avoided. Agave is a drought-tolerant plant that thrives in dry conditions. Therefore, it should only be watered when the soil has completely dried. Check the soil before watering to ensure it is not moist. This succulent responds best to the soak and dry method of watering. Root rot is primarily brought on by overwatering, so it must be avoided. The ideal temperature range for Agave shawii is between 55 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It is an agave variety that will thrive in warm, dry conditions. You should keep it away from cold drafts or air vents. The plant can withstand cold temperatures down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. But when the temperature dips below 23 degrees Fahrenheit, it will suffer more severe damage. Agave is found in the tropical dry and semi-arid regions of the Western Hemisphere. It thrives at temperatures between 55 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit and prefers a warm, dry climate. Average room humidity is acceptable for the plant, but it should be monitored to ensure it does not become too humid. If you live in a dry climate, mist your plant every few days. While agaves are slow-growing plants, they need to be fertilized from time to time. These plants respond best to fertilizer applied during the plant's active growing period, which is from spring to summer. A balanced liquid fertilizer will work best. Agave shawii can be propagated from offshoots. This is the fastest and most reliable method of production. Start by making sure that your parent plant is well established and healthy. Wait until the offsets are at least 2 years old before you begin this process. After that, you can remove them apart from the mother plant for propagation. Once you have chosen an offset to propagate, cut it off from the parent plant. A removed shoot may be planted immediately into a container if it has roots and no wound at the base. It will take around 5 days for a removed shoot with no roots and a wound to completely dry out and heal if the same is kept in a cool, well-ventilated area. After that, plant the offset in soil that has sufficient drainage and ventilation. Usually, it will survive and take root in 10 days. Water thoroughly and place the container in a sunny spot. The new agave will begin to grow roots on its own once it has been placed in its new home. Agave shawii is a slow-growing plant, so it does not need to be repotted very often. The best time to repot is during the spring or summer when the temperatures are warmer and the growing phase is well underway. Use a well-draining potting soil that contains perlite or vermiculite for best results. When repotting, you should use an equivalent amount of new soil as what was removed from the old container. The pot should have drainage holes. The soil should be well draining and contain inorganic materials to help with drainage. The best location is where the plant gets plenty of natural light. A sunny windowsill will do nicely. Remove the plant from its container. Cut off any dead or decaying roots with the scissors. Loosen the soil around the root ball and clean off any debris. Fill up your new pot with fresh potting medium, leaving enough room for growth. Place your plant into the new container and gently press down on the soil. Water the plant and place it back in its selected spot. Agave shawii is mildly toxic and should not be ingested by humans or animals. The sap inside the leaves can irritate if it comes into contact with skin, eyes, or mucous membranes. These plants are susceptible to agave snout weevils, scale insects, slugs, and snails. Agave snout weevil is a common pest of Agave shawii. The adult weevils are brown, slender insects that feed on the leaves and stems of the plant. They lay eggs inside these areas, causing damage to both young and mature plants. Scale insects are small, immobile insects often found on the leaves of these plants. They can be yellow or brown. These pests suck sap from plants and cause significant damage if not treated quickly. Use an insecticide such as neem oil to kill them off. Slugs and snails cause significant damage to these plants. These tiny creatures will eat your plant's leaves, leaving behind a trail of slime as they move around. Lay down traps to catch them in your garden. Please note and avoid overwatering the plant, placing it under harsh sunlight, using poorly drained potting mediums, and fertilizing during the dormancy period.